What's up, y'all? It's me, Everything Track, back at it again. I wanted to sit with y'all because I wanted to talk about the 400 and I'm going to it. So, to start this off, why am I going to the 400? By the way, the name of this video is going to be dealing or relating to how to get faster at the 400, or at least how I got faster at the 400 over a span of, I would say, maybe 6 months now. So, while I'm going to the 400, it's because it's what I usually did. I was never a 100-meter guy. I just wanted to try it out to see if I could get faster. And I did get faster. Now, I didn't get as fast as I wanted to, but I did get faster over time. I think I could definitely run faster now simply because of me losing a lot of weight. Right now, I'm like at 192, 193. I got stronger too in doing leg work. The leg workouts that I have been doing over the summer, to now have definitely been more track related. Sorry, I got a Canvas survey thing I got to do past midterms. Yeah, we did midterms. But anyways, so basically at this point, I wanted to go to the 400. I felt like I was always better at the 400. Again, I went to state in the 1600, the 800, and the 4x4 all 3 years, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, individual races. Always went to state for my class. And I never been a 100-meter guy. I just started running 100 in college. I wanted to try it out, but it wasn't working out. So going back to the 400, and again, I was always better at those races, at least for where I'm from. I could run the mile in sub 5 minutes easily. The 400, you had to do the 1600 meter, and you had to do the 800 meter. Then I'll run the 400 meter, and I run it like, at least the fastest time I found was 55 seconds. But that's after running 2 events, and then I do the 4x4. So I never actually got to test myself on how fast can I actually run a real 400 without doing any other events. But the fastest I ran so far, at least that's time on Mystery Mile Split, is 55 seconds. I know I could definitely run faster than that throughout my whole high school career, but I had to do the mile and the 800 before that, and I had a 4x4 as well, which is the last event. So it was more points, and it was more running like already gassed out. But let's go back to now. So how did I get faster now? Well, let's start from where I was at. I say in 20. Let's see. And by the way, these videos, I'm gonna start doing more videos like this where I'm actually like talking to you. I'll go back to the videos where I am. What can I say? I'll go back to the videos where I am just making like slideshow type videos. But for right now, while the season isn't going on, I want to talk to you all and explain like what I've been doing every day. I want to do that. But anyways, the last time I ran a 400 was like when I actually taught myself. And this is going to be kind of inaccurate because again, this is more of me running with trainers on and stuff like that, just seeing where I'm at. But I'm trying to find it. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, bro, I can't find it. I'm gonna say it was 20. Okay, here it goes. It was June 1st of 2020. Okay, June 1st, 2020. COVID, had hit. We wanted to go outside. I just want to see where I was at that time. I was like 200 pounds. I ran the 400 with trainers on at a time of 1 minute and 1 second, right? So, with that being said, if I ran with spikes on and racing against people at 200, I was like at 207 pounds at that point. I would have probably ran like 58, 57, like against people with spikes on. I don't know. I know it would have been sub-minute though. So fast forward to 21, 22, I stopped doing long distance runs and stuff altogether. Try to do it 100, and I remember one day I tried to do a 400. I was at a track, concrete track. I tried to do it, and I remember I got like 136, 138. And the bad part is I didn't even finish the 400. Like I didn't finish all together. So when that happened, I wanted to do the 100 meter. I was like, okay, maybe I just got too big for this. So at this point, throughout my life, 2022, 2023, I did the 100 again, and I'm not really liking it. So now I transition. I was hitting my mile times, and by the way, I'm using my my 400 meter times. I'm using times that I've been running at a hilly track, so not like the actual track. It's 400 meters still, but it's more of a it's more of a hill. So it goes up and down and sideways and stuff. So I knew if I practiced on that, because this is what I did in high school, I would go over to this hospital. They have their walking trace, jogging trace. That helped me get better than my competition, because the track it inclines, it declines, and it has like loops and stuff. So I've been running on that, and what I've been doing was, and I had progression on my mile and a half time too. What I would do was what can I say? It's August 23rd now, so I think when it hit like May, when school ended, I started working on my 400, and my time out there was like 1:40. All right, a minute and 40 seconds. So how did I get from a minute and 40 seconds to now getting back to sub a minute in a span of from May? So May, June, July, August, September, October. In 6 months, I went from a minute and 38 seconds to a minute 40 seconds to up to like a sub minute. By the way, I posted a video of my 400 that I did like 3 weeks ago, and it was a minute and 1 second again. But the difference is, back in 2020, I was running for dear life. This time, I was running it at my 400 meter pace that I would run like when I do like 400s. So I was definitely not running as fast as I can. And I'm gonna do another 400 meter video again just to show you all, because I'm gonna show you all how to get to. Well, I'm gonna at least tell you all how I got from a minute and 40 to a sub minute. I'm just kind of quick. So there's okay, I'll tell you what I did. I can't really count how many things I did, but I can tell you exactly what I've done. One, lose weight. Okay, the first thing you need to do is lose weight, and I'm telling you, the if you train to run, and it's kind of obvious, but it's a given. But the thing is, we live in America. It's kind of hard, right? If you train and you lose weight, it'll be easier to run. So the first thing I had to do was lose weight. I had to watch what I eat. I had to watch how many times I ate. So I only ate one time today, by the way. I've been eating more like eggs and stuff, oranges, more fruits, more stuff that's like has a low calorie, stuff that's like low in calories but can fill you up, like apples, eggs. I'm not really a yogurt guy, but I've been doing stuff like that. So you need to lose weight, so you need to eat right. The second thing I did was I trained smart. Okay, so what do I mean by training smart? Training smart means I built myself back up. I didn't just go out there and just try to like go full out blast 400. No, that's not what I did. I had to build my endurance. I went to the trace, and I would go run a mile and a half. I would go run 2 miles, a mile and a half. I go to my school. I go run for 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. Then I run for 20 minutes. Regardless if I stop or not, I needed to build that base, right? So I needed to run long distances. So I needed that endurance to even be able to do the 400. So at this point, I'm really not even focused on the 400. I'm more focused on running mile and a halves, running 2 miles, and just getting better at that first. That's what I did. And I got to the point where I could do it without having to stop. And right now, I'm still in the 10 minutes, but I went from 14 minutes to 10 minutes something. I post all the time on my Snapchat, Instagram. So you'll see it all the time. I post all the time on my social media. I can run a mile and a half now, 10 minutes, whatever. That's not super fast or anything like that. But I usually hit my mile time in like six something minutes. And I just cruise the rest. Again, I'm not running to race people. I'm not running to get faster. I'm letting it happen naturally. I'm just running to build endurance for the 400. So, again, you want to lose weight, eat right. I put those two together. Run longer distances than what your race actually longer than what your race actually is. So for the 400, you need to be building your endurance first. So at this point, I'm gonna go to my third thing. The third thing is during the off season, like in the summer and stuff, don't worry about running on flat surfaces. You need to be running on hills. You need to be running on trails. You need to be running on something that's going to actually push you, make your legs hurt a little bit more than usual. So I did that. I just started running back on a regular track, and I'm glad I did it because I believe if I would run on a regular track, I wouldn't have built up so much strength in the 400 than if I've been running on hills and running up roads and stuff. Roads, that have an incline of like, I'll say like 30 degrees. I was doing stuff like that. So those three things have helped. Then the fourth thing, and this was kind of tricky, but it helped though regardless. But this is more into that August, September phase. This was doing 300s, right? So I'll do like 2 to 3 300s, and I'll do it at like, when I first started, I was doing like 80%. Then I move it to 90%. I'm not at 100% yet, but I'm like at 95%. I usually can hit my 300s. Thankfully, I'm kind of tall, and I'm taller than most sprinters at least. So my leg, the length of my legs helped me on this one. So I can run my 300 in the 30s, in the 30 seconds. I'll say like 38 seconds is usually what I get, like 38, 37 seconds. That's usually what I get when I run on the actual USM track. Again, with trainers on, I'm not wearing spikes yet. I haven't wore spikes yet. So I can usually get my first lap is always slower than my second and third. So I'll do 300s, and that helps. But again, you don't want to push yourself too hard on the off season. So I would just focus on doing like building yourself up. I would just focus on building yourself up on that, right? Now the fifth thing. Oh man. So again, let's go over it. Eat right, lose weight, run distance. Make sure you run on hills, like incline hills and stuff like that. 300s. Work on your 300s. Now, the fifth thing that I would say that I have been doing is working out. Now, what you're finna say, why would you work out? It's gonna make you heavy. Actually, it's not gonna make you heavy. The difference is you need to know how to work out. If you're doing intense workouts that deal with moving fast, you're not gonna really gain weight. Now, you will obviously see your legs get bigger, but the thing is, you're not obvious. So like you're gaining weight, but you're gonna be losing weight if you're eating correctly. You'll still lose weight. So again, I've been going to the gym, but the stuff I do is so fast twitch related that it's not making me gain weight. It's just making me gain strength, right? So there's this guy named Javon S. I'll see if I can tag him in my video or not. But he does a better job of explaining that. I guess he's fairly new to YouTube, but he does a way better job explaining that. So again, you need to go to the gym. I'm telling you, because actually that gym work has helped me in my 100. I noticed that like as well. I'm flying through the 100 a whole lot quicker because of the actual workouts that I have been doing now to help me in the sprints. So I might do a 60. We're gonna see. I think my first meet. I think I'm gonna do my first meet in December. I think it's in December. I believe it's at Birmingham at the indoor track they got up in the Birmingham in Alabama. So if not December, definitely January. So that's what I've been doing, and from that, I just do a lot of 400 repeats again. 500. So I would do 500s though, right? Not really focus on the 400, but do like 500s, 600s. Give you a time. I would say work on it, and as a guy at least, I can't speak for females, but as a guy, do 2-minute runs, and you can usually, if you don't go at 100%, by the way, don't go at 100%. You're building endurance. You're not trying to race anybody out there. You're just trying to build yourself up to be able to get better. But you need energy, right? That's what I'm saying. Don't go at 100%, because if you go at 100%, you're going to burn yourself off, and you're not going to be able to finish the last sets correctly, right? So you need to give yourself a time. I would say 2 minutes, 1 minute and 45 seconds, maybe. Yeah, I'd say 1 minute and 45 seconds. 600 meters. You should that's what you should be aiming at. That 600 meter at 1 minute and 45 seconds. Because again, you're not racing nobody. Again, you can go out there and run as fast as you want to, but you're gonna mess up your sets. But sorry, I have to look at my time. But that's all I got for y'all right now. So that's all I got from 1 minute and 40 back to sub minute And about, again, May, June, July, August, September, I say, so like 5.5 months, I burnt off more than 40 seconds in 5.5 months of just being consistent. And again, we're going to do an indoor 400, hopefully in December, and we're going to see where we go from there. My goal right now, I don't really have a goal. I do have a goal. My goal is just to get faster. That's always my goal. I'll set a time when I figure out where I'm at the moment, right? So when I figure out where I'm at in December, I'll set myself a time goal. But my goal right now is just to get better for December, and then the actual real season will start more in February, January. But anyways, if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and